What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. What I'm doing today, I'm going to be removing the headlights off of the S2000. I'm getting some work done on them. I don't want to say too much about what's getting done, but I'll be sure to show you once it gets done. But like I said, since I'm getting work done on them, I have to take them somewhere, so I'm going to have to take them off. And the hardest part about doing this is that you have to take off your bumper first. So I'll probably split this video in two parts. First, how to remove the bumper, and then how to remove the headlights. So with that being said, let's get started. The first thing you're gonna have to do is pop your hood open. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is remove these 5 little screws. I already took them off the other day, so I'm just gonna use a smaller screwdriver, but when I first took them off, they were pretty tight, so I had to use a longer one. If you have a longer one, be sure to use that because you need a little bit more leverage. So a little tip just to stay organized when you're doing a job like this, that you're taking off a lot of little bolts, little screws or whatever, use plastic bags or sandwich bags, just to stay organized. Use a Sharpie, write on the bag whatever what you just took off, and just especially if you're coming back to it another day, because you don't want to end up having a bunch of stuff that you don't even know where it goes. So that's just a little tip to stay organized. So after you've taken all those screws off, this whole piece comes off. It could either come off in 1 or 2 pieces. It's since I took it off the other day, it came off easy, but the first time I took it off, you had to pull a little bit harder. But it's 2 pieces. It's a rubber piece, and then the metal on top. But to keep it together, just so you, like I said, you don't end up wondering where one of the pieces goes. So after you've taken that piece right there off, the next thing is there's 2 little screws or bolts in here, right where my finger is. I'll see if I could find like a better picture online, and I'll overlay it. I know it's a little dark in there, but it's pretty much right here, straight up that way. There's one on the other side too. So after you do that, take off those two bolts from each side. To give you as much space as possible, you could just turn the steering wheel all the way one side or the other, depending on what side you're working on. So I'm gonna do that for this side. I didn't do it on the other side, and I was able to get it off fine, but just to make it a little bit easier, I'm gonna be turning the wheel just for this side. So after you got those bolts out from the sides, the next thing is these right here. I'm sorry, they're straight in this way, so pretty much gonna be like that. It's those that are kind of painted red. You see it a little better on this side over here. So that's gonna be a 10mm socket. I recommend you use a little extension, just give you a little bit more space. The next thing you're gonna do is under the bumper, you'll see them right away. There's like 9 bolts. Mine's missing a couple, but there's like 9 bolts. Of course, 10mm. I swear you could take apart a whole Honda with just a 10mm socket. So just remove all these 9, or whichever, however many you have. I think I have like 6 or 7. And just take off all those, and then we'll get to the next step. So after you got all those bolts removed, that's pretty much it. So just after that, just pull it off basically. If it's your first time taking it off, it's gonna take a little bit of force. Don't be afraid to pull hard on it. I mean, you probably won't break anything, but yeah, it does take a little bit of force on each side. Just pull it, and I'm hoping mine's a little bit easier since I already took it off the other day, but we'll see. So there we go, bumper's off. That's basically it. If you want to know how to take off the headlights, be sure to stay tuned. I'll probably upload the video in like 1 or 2 days after this video is uploaded, or if not at the same time. So I hope this video was informative and it helped you remove your bumper. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. if you're not already subscribed, be sure to do that. I'm posting videos on my car, other cars reviews, pretty much anything that I do involving cars. So if you're not already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like and comment down below. Thank you.